I love men. I love Shadow of the Colossus, and it really saddens me that no one talks about it enough. Get involved in the game community even a little bit, and it won't be long before you hear, The Last of Us cured my leprosy, Horizon Zero Dawn healed my polio, Final Fantasy VII Remake fixed my broken legs. Well, guess what, gamers? I've had chronic gonorrhea for 15 years, and a little game called Shadow of the Colossus came in and cured it, no problem. Now, with my STD-free cock, I've found a new lease on life. I've devoted my time to building these beautiful, ornate statues, and if anything happens to them, I swear to fucking God. But all jokes aside, this game truly is one of my favourites of all time, so I knew it wouldn't be long before I made a video about it on my channel. Fair warning, I will be spoiling the game in this video, so please, if you haven't played the game already, do yourself a favour and click off immediately. So with that said, sit back, relax, and let's talk about Shadow of the Colossus, a story only a game can tell. Is that a clickbaity enough title? Alright, sweet! From the moment you open the game, you're introduced to a sweet little cinematic of a man travelling with his horse to a mysterious forbidden land. You enter a sacred temple, and see that the protagonist has a dead woman in his arms. It's clear the only way to save her life is to put her into this hydraulic press. After that failed attempt of a resurrection, a godlike voice emits from a hole in the ceiling. It's an ancient being called Dormin, and it says, "If you want to bring this woman back to life, you must kill 16 Colossi." What's that? No! I won't be offering any godly aid during the battles, only giving you incredibly vague tips that will ultimately wind up with you looking up how to beat the boss online. I am an asshole! Better get busy. Twink! So Wanda, that's you by the way, asks Dead Mono, that's her by the way, if she thinks trusting a spooky sky demon's word is a good idea, and she says, so off you merrily go to fight the first Colossus, but not before you encounter the most stubborn and broken horse in the history of gaming. Listen, I know all I've done since the intro is roast this game, but I promise you I adore the shit out of it. However, this horse can suck my fucking strudel. It is the most arrogant, untamed, janky, ignorant, annoying— oh wow, you can pet him. So after acclimating to the horse controls again after like 4 years of not having played this game, I was off to fight my first of 16 Colossi. And let me tell you guys, it's moments like this in games that make the hairs on my arm stand up. Just wow. Now how the fuck do I kill this thing? Oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck, oh fuck! This first Colossus serves as your tutorial on how to approach most Colossi in the game. And let me tell you something, let me tell you something, let me tell you something! Scaling a massive beast with the pressure of your stamina gauge slowly depleting and the threat of falling off and losing all your progress is what makes this game so addicting. So you finally conquer your first Colossus, and what felt like heroic triumph moments ago now feels like an unwarranted murder thanks to the music taking on a really somber feeling after each time you kill a Colossus. Like, this dude wasn't doing anything. We just strolled into his house and killed him. Really makes you think. Makes you think about how we gotta kill these Colossi to save baby girl, so sorry guys.
Jabby, jabby, jab, jab, jab.
Now with the Colossus defeated, there's nothing left to do but get penetrated by some tendrils. And you awake back in the temple where you're given your next task by the Dormin hole. I have a Dormin hole, but mine has a completely different use. Now you could be an absolute beta male and go straight to the next Colossus, or you could explore the vast reaches of the Forbidden Lands, allowing me to segue into my next reason why this game absolutely fucks. When most people think of open world games, they think of a map chock full of question marks and a checklist of menial tasks to complete. However, when you open the map in this game, you're greeted with nothing except markers of where you fought previous Colossi. Also, take note FromSoft, if your maps look like this, maybe I'd give a shit about your games. Oh fuck. So with a map that's vastly empty, what are you supposed to do in this world? Well, aside from the game world looking beautiful and having many diverse landscapes, and when I say diverse landscapes, you can believe it. I saw like 3 black people, dude. This game does something that I wish more open world games did. It rewards your exploration. In the Forbidden Lands, you'll come across 2 types of collectibles. Fruit that if gathered, raises your health, and these little lizards that if you collect their tails increases your grip. Simple little incentives that make the player want to go out and explore, as it will make taking on the Colossi easier. You learn quickly when exploring that the effort to make this place seem like a restricted, sealed off land really emanates from every place that you travel to. The whole world is eerily quiet. There's no soundtrack to accompany you when exploring, just the sound of your horse's hooves. Wildlife is scarce, being limited only to the lizards I mentioned before and an occasional eagle that flies overhead. Everything is perfectly crafted to make you feel purely isolated in this place and that no man should be here. It is flawless in its design. That was an artistic choice put there by the developers and I'll accept no other answers, but seriously, this place oozes creative vision, and the weird architecture and abandoned structures you come across leave your mind racing with theories about what this land once was. The scale of everything in this place is insane, and excels at making you feel like... Just be careful whenever exploring that your busted ass horse doesn't decide it's now a Pegasus like mine did. The majority of what you do in this game is fight Colossi. Who would have fucking guessed that? And believe me when I say, the anticipation of finding out what the next Colossus will look like and how you'll take it down is a feeling that never dies. Each one has such unique designs to them, which is partly a reason why I think this game is so memorable. Except for these two. Fuck these guys. You have a game called Shadow of the Colossus and you put two balls in the game? Who are you trying to fool here? Each Colossus kind of works as a puzzle, and you have to figure out how to take one down each time. Some require the use of a bow, some require the use of your busted ass horse, and the best Colossus requires both. Shout out to Phalanx. Love you, Phalanx. Some fly, some swim, and some smash. The variety here always keeps things fresh, and I appreciate the time that went into making each Colossus play different from one another. I would be remiss to not talk about this game's soundtrack. It's up there with some of the best video game OSTs of all time. Just listen to this shit. The music always kicks in at just the right moment, making you feel like some epic knight on a quest to kill dragons. But in reality, this is you. And as I mentioned before, these triumphant tunes always clash with the music that plays each time you kill a Colossus, never failing to make you feel like the asshole you know you are.
Look what you did, you piece of shit. This Colossus did nothing to
So when most of you are bopping your heads to whatever the newest trendy song is, best believe I'm over here like... So after a long and arduous journey of slaying Colossi, you arrive at the final boss. All that's left for you is to hope your janky horse can clear this jump. Yeah, I know. Anyway, you finish off the final Colossus and see if Dormin held up his end of the bargain to bring baby girl back from the dead. But what's this? A group of gooners have arrived at the temple and seem displeased at what you've done. What do you have to say, Mono? I couldn't agree more! It's in this moment that you realise you were being played for a fool, and all the Colossi you killed were actually prisoners for parts of Dormin's body. That's right, those tentacle things you love getting penetrated by so much were actually pieces of Dormin, and now he's deep inside of you. That got really gay, hold on. Seeing what you've become, the Gooners put you out of your misery, only to find that you were the final being keeping Dormin contained, and now Dormin can fulfill his lifelong dream. Finally. Big and black. Seeing Dormin in full form again causes the Gooners to make a wise and tactical retreat, but not before banishing Dormin and getting rid of him once and for all. Now I bet you're asking, why didn't they just do this the first time instead of locking Dormin up in the Colossi? Would have saved a lot of hassle. Well, like any good writer would say, Shut up. So with Dormin's big black dream slowly being taken away from him, he can only say one last thing.
I wish I was a little bit taller.
And the game does one last bit of fuckery to you. Gives you control again as you're pulled away from baby girl. And there's nothing you can do to stop it. Believe me, I tried. So the Goonies flew the temple and destroy the bridge in the hopes that no one will return to this place. And once again, I bet you're saying, couldn't they have just destroyed the bridge in the first place? Would have saved a lot of hassle. To which I say, does it make you feel big? Huh? Calling out all the plot inconsistencies in my favourite game ever? Look, all I'm saying is if the dude with the mask was actually a hot chick with big natties, you wouldn't be calling out anything, you fucking weeaboos. And bam, big reveal. Mono does actually come back to life after everything. So your work wasn't all for nothing. Bit of a sad and somber ending, but at least we haven't got to worry about janky, busted horse controls anymore. Oh, are you fucking kidding me? Listen, I'm being a real wise ass here, but the truth is, I cried like a little bitch the first time I played this game. So Mono and Agro make their way to the exit, where they find a baby Wanda with little horns, and at that moment, Agro and Mono had the exact same idea. They make their way to the top of a temple to find a garden, only to see that life is starting to return to the Forbidden Land after Dormin's defeat, and the most beautiful piano plays over the outro, so please just revel in this moment with me. Now talk to me about how The Last of Us is the only video game story worthy of praise, you fucking freaks! So, I bet you're wondering, what is the purpose of the title for this video? Well, let me explain. Throughout the years of you playing video games, how many times have you said to yourself, wow, this game would make an awesome movie? I'd wager it's happened at least a few times in your life, right? Sometimes you get your wish, and things like this happen. I too have had the occasional thought of this game would be great as a movie. However, when it comes to Shadow of the Colossus, I don't think it would make for a great movie at all. Now, don't misunderstand me. This isn't a bad thing by any means. It's actually part of the reason why it's in my top 10 games of all time. I think a lot of the beauty about Shadow of the Colossus is that it is so tailor-made to be experienced as a video game. A lot of games that come out recently have this air about them that they could easily translate over to a movie or TV show. Now, this doesn't cheapen those pieces of media as games at all. Hell, one of my favourite games ever is getting a TV adaptation. But I personally feel that when games get adapted to the silver screen, it kind of lessens the initial impact of the art they had as a video game in the first place. It also gives the impression that these pieces of media can't be lauded or considered art until they've been recognised by Hollywood and get a movie deal, which is bullshit. Now, winding back around to Shadow of the Colossus, I feel this game could never be a movie, purely because it just wouldn't translate well. It wouldn't have the same impact. The anticipation of seeing what the next Colossus will fight like and how you'll be able to be it is a feeling only a game can create. If it was a movie, you'd have seen all it has to offer by Colossus number 2. It would make for a very predictable experience. If it was a movie, could you decide to randomly take Wanda and Agro on a quest around the map to see what lies around the next corner, only to find that you're truly alone in this eerily empty space? No, because a movie will keep you on a track of fighting the Colossi and getting to the ending. So it's for this reason, and this reason alone, that Shadow of the Colossus is a story only a game can tell. And when a game is purely made to be a game, you can't help but see all the passion, time, and effort that went into creating an experience purely for this genre. Now, I don't know about you guys, but that sounds like art to me. And with that said, we've finally arrived at the end of the video. If you're a semi-frequent watcher of the channel, you've probably noticed my lack of videos recently. Well, there's a reason for that. The laptop I currently use to edit was literally manufactured by Satan or something. Making videos on it is a truly miserable experience, but don't fret. I'm getting a new laptop at Christmas that will hopefully perform much better. Now onto some more bad news. This video will be my last until next year. I simply refuse to torture myself editing another video on this garbage laptop. If I force myself to do it, it will only impact the quality of the video. Viewers come here to be entertained, and I want to be at peak performance so I can keep cranking out quality videos for you guys. But no more crying about me. Thanks to anyone who stopped by to watch this video or check out my channel. If you disagree with anything I said, by all means feel free to drop a brick on your mouth. If you enjoy my content, or my ravishing English accent, be sure to hit the like or sub button. If you don't, my dad actually works at YouTube, so yeah, see how quickly you get banned, idiot. Alright, I think that's everything I have to say. Oh, almost forgot, I accidentally chopped off Agro's dick, that was pretty funny.